too far off. Yeah. Been trying to reach Derek. He's been MIA. So we'll see. He happens to show up. In your bed, Otis. You want to go over there? Okay. You're not going to like it. Oh, where are you going? Drink water. Okay.
What's going on here at Shadow Lane?
I can't believe how long this mess is.
It is so fucked up. Let me just say, it is a hot mess, and it's teeny. I think they do it on purpose and snicker while they're doing it. Seriously. It's so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Whatever. It's such a mess. I mean, you went through the Charleston further down where they tore that all up, right, Melissa? But that's not. Oh, you came around that way. Smart. That's the smart way. I avoid this interchange going south on as much as I can. I'm using the 95 and the Summerlin Parkway and 215 that way so much more now. It's quicker. Oh, I don't mind the 95.
That's the scariest freeway it covers.
Oh, it just
curves and goes like.
Oh yeah, that's nothing. I'm like, let's go.
That's what I just said. And I know some.
Oh, good day to me. You guys. It's all good. Yeah, I've got the mantras on. I'm just zen. I'm very alert what's happening because people are very, sporadic and they do random, weird things. Very random, yeah, unexpected things. Yeah, I don't.
Well, I don't love it either. But
No, it's true.
I gave up swearing for a month.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know me. I got to drop at least one F-bomb. Yeah. Melissa, we keep it real. This is the way of the mother goddess Kundalini. She's like lightning in a bottle, and we just roll with it. So you do you.
Is the guy that's partners or married or whatever with this company that does the lights. He said they call firehouse.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't really know them. I only met them one time at a party.
I mean, they do.
Funny, lots of Bradley. You do you. Well, I was inspired to offer Yoga Nidra on Thursdays now, and just so you're aware, Melissa is brand new to yoga, so I'm going to give her a little bit of background about what it is that we'll be experiencing tonight. So there are 26 schools of yoga, and they're all the spiritual disciplines on this planet are really designed to work with this Kundalini energy. And the Kundalini energy is a very vibrant, very creative. It literally creates. It's a Shakti energy. It's a divine feminine energy. And it sits at the base of the spine. And it moves in different directions, and there's different regions that it activates as it spirals up. It's also referred to often as the serpent energy because it's a spiraling energy. And when it comes, it exists in the superhighway of the spine, and the spine sits in this incredible, like a column of energetic light, and it connects to your brain. So when we work with the Kundalini energy, she spirals up in a way that ignites the chakra flowers, the chakra vortices, and there are 7 that are located in this spinal light, column of light. And when they become activated and they start to harmonize and vibrate in a very harmonious way, we light up and we have an experience. And typically the experience is one of release. It's one of receiving. It's like a simultaneous thing. And if you don't have a balance in your body, like your nervous system is not strong or regulated for all sorts of reasons, a lot of it is environmental reasons, right? Then it can be a little herky-jerky type of a thing to have all of a sudden that much energy coming online, and your body is not a receptacle that's, you know, fit to hold it. So what I offer are very systematic and very gentle ways of working with this Kundalini energy. And I like to refer to it as a technology because it's a modern way and a very relative way of describing it, because it's very systematic and it's a formula and it is a science. It's a yogic science. So there's a lot of woo-woo and there's a lot of, oh, that's what's happening to my brain, like very specifically, and my glandular system. So what I was inspired to offer within those 22 schools of disciplines with yoga is one called Yoga Nidra. And Yoga Nidra is known as the yoga of deep sleep. And it's a very beautiful, very therapeutic method of self-hypnosis. And it's Jedi mind training, big time. Because we do a lot of guided imagery. And, you know, the educational system and the medical system and the scientific systems are recognizing the value of what yoga is offering for healing and rejuvenating and evolution of how we are as humans on the planet right now. And there's a lot of chaos on the planet right now. And as yogis, we understand that there are periods of time known as epochs or yugas, which are these quadrants of time that have a certain frequency to them. So in 2012, our solar system, our planetary system crossed, because everything is in motion, we crossed what's known as galactic center. And whenever we cross galactic center, it's similar to the zodiacal wheel. Yeah, everything's the wheel of time, beyond time and space. We crossed into another frequency of light, receiving of the light from the universe, from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age. And so the Aquarian age is very much about I know, and the collective community. And equality and equanimity. Whereas the Piscean age that was prior to that was, I want to know, and what do I need to do to get to know? So there was a lot of clubs and a lot of secrecy and, you know, a lot of status associated with how you were given information, right? And it was also very much guided by the patriarchy. So prior to the Piscean age, the matriarchy systems were very prevalent, where the divine feminine was revered, the goddess systems were revered, and it was a very peaceful and a very loving time on the planet. And then we shifted, because everything has an opposite also on this planet. So now we're shifting back into that. But now we're shifting back into it in a way that both the masculine and the feminine are equal, or in a sense, experiencing equanimity. So there's a lot of resistance to that. So it's the old regime is crumbling, and they don't like it, and we can see that clearly. If you watch the news or you read any type of media stuff, and you know, involved in all of that, you hear all this crazy. And it is crazy. So my recommendation is don't watch it. I mean, you know, it's important to be in the know, right? But often what's delivered on those streams is not 100% accurate. It's just what they want you to, you know, it's a controlling, manipulative thing. But we know, because we have this intuition and we have energy that picks up on what's real and what's not real. And so that is a big gift of what Kundalini gives us, in particular when we practice Yoga Nidra. So it's like this star map the energy points that we have in our body. So we go through this whole guided process on all these energy points. And we work with our brain waves to go in from a beta conscious state into an alpha super conscious state. So when we're in the super conscious state, we're in that state, and the best way to describe it is if, you know, you're in your bed and you're just about to go to sleep, and you're awake and asleep. You're in that in between, right in that state of being that's heightened. And that's the superconscious state. That's the alpha wave state. So we intentionally create that in Yoga Nidra. And it happens very, very quickly because, again, we go through it quite systematically. We do a lot of breath work to prep ourselves. We're going to do some movements. We're going to do specifically some breath work for healing and to break depression. So, and so you'll lie down for about a good 25 minutes and you'll make a nest, and I'll guide you through the whole process. Yeah, it's so yummy and lovely. And I have been so lucky and blessed to have worked with a teacher and a dear friend and mentor, Matab, who is the gong father. He's incredible with the gongs. He's written lots of books about the gong, and he's very technically adept at the gong and great teacher and how he shares this wisdom of the gong. So as you can see, I have a lot of gongs. I have more outside. I'm nuts about gongs. But when we add the frequency vibration of the gong into already we're altering our state with the superconscious, with being in that superconscious state of mind, the body follows the mind. Then when we add the gong, it amplifies everything, because our bodies literally are receivers. Our whole body is like a big receiver, because we're water primarily. And our tissue is very, has a lot of substance or material that sound carries through. So we're going to add the gong into the Yoga Nidra process, and it'll amplify all the benefits. So what are the benefits? Well, let me just share this one particular, what we're going to do tonight with our script. We're going to do cosmic awareness tonight. And we'll be using, what are we doing? Hold on, is this right? Yeah, we're going to fill our body with, visually with stars. And we're going to create a sankalpa, which is, may my mind be filled with auspicious thoughts. Yeah, and this will be from a very old Vedic mantra. So these Vedic mantras that we use, these sound currents, are 3,000 years old plus. Super old. They're wisdom codes. And so we're going to be using just a portion of that. May my mind be filled with auspicious thoughts, which is Tan me manaha Shiva sankalpam astu. And that is just a portion. It's like the cliff notes of this long mantra that is this whole 6 verses that comprises this mantra. And it's perfect for those who do not have time to memorize the full mantra. But it's, as a whole, what this mantra does for our sankalpa is it invites the mind to follow a flow of insight that is in alignment with your higher purpose. All right. So we practice this particular Yoga Nidra if we are feeling stress, but specifically stress here. Refreshing, development of one-pointed focus, development of inner awareness of our cosmic nature, deep relaxation for the body and mind, development of discipline. All very important attributes to maintain. We want to practice this when you're feeling anxious. If you have to take an exam or you have to do something where you really have to be on your A game, this is a great Yoga Nidra practice to do. When you have important decisions to make, and that's practically daily. Anytime you need a mental or physical reset. Fuck yeah, all the time. Absolutely. Or when your energy feels heavy or dull. So, this is actually a very much a go-to practice. So one of the ways that we teach this class, that I teach this class, is not only is it in person, but I'm streaming at the same time on YouTube, and it gets recorded and archived on YouTube. So what I recommend is, because in the month of June, every single Thursday except the last one, we have an event on Thursday nights. So we won't be offering Yoga Nidra for a minute until we come back on the 27th of June, I think. Yeah. So you can refer to the YouTube channel and practice whenever you want, which is great. This is the third Yoga Nidra now that will be archived on YouTube, and they're really nicely recorded. The sound is good. I do recommend, if you're practicing at home, that you wear a headset, so you can really hear, and the headset should be one that's comfortable, that when you lie down, you can still be comfortable with something on your ears like that.
And
Okay.
they have wraps that you can get on Amazon.
Oh.
It's like headphones in like it's like this workout wrap. I looked for them.
Oh, wow.
Yet, but if you're looking for something like that,
Oh,
that
cool.
you can even lay on your side.
Sure. Oh, that's good to know. Well, all right. So I think that's pretty clear on what we're doing tonight. And the first thing that we do, Melissa, is we tune in. And we want to tune in because this is a sacred, very beautiful, very devotional practice. And we tune in with a mantra, which is on your sheet. And it's the top one, which is called the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And what this mantra does is it basically sets you for stepping into what we call the golden chain, or the golden pool, this timeless stream of wisdom of teachers that have come before us. We are our own teacher now. That's another big component of what's happening in the Aquarian age, is that we self-initiate now. We don't need someone to come and initiate us. We can self-initiate. And we recognize that how powerful and empowered that we are, then this is incredible when we reach that state of acceptance of who we are, of your authenticity. So this mantra aligns you with all of that wisdom. And then we follow it with a second mantra, which is the Mangalacharn, which is a mantra for protection. And this is an incredible mantra that I do recommend that, in fact, if you want to snap a picture of this sheet before you leave, so you have it. And I do have a Spotify playlist that you can access, and a lot of the music is in there. But we use this mantra anytime you go to get in the car specifically, but you also use it if you're just feeling like you need to have your auric field, your light field around you, charged with more protection. Because this auric field that we have is a very useful shield in that way. And not only is it a shield, but it's a magnet. So you pull prosperity in, abundance, good fortune, good luck, but it really shields negativity big time. So we follow with that one. And and then we're also going to be using a mantra tonight, Satanama, which is a mantra that we use often. And these are seed sounds that are the cycle that contain the cosmic sounds that the universe makes as it's creating. As she's creating, these sounds are emanating, these seed sounds. Sa, ta, na, ma. So we'll mentally vibrate those as we apply a breath pattern. And it's birth, life, death, rebirth. And then we'll add at the top of that, Waheguru, which there's no real transliteration for that. It's essentially like, wow, the ecstasy of everything, the ecstasy of me, of it all. So yeah, we'll do that. And I think that might be on that sheet, but I'm not sure. So without further ado, let's get started. So sit tall. We want to sit with our spine nicely extended, and go ahead and start rubbing the hands. And as you rub your hands, please close your eyes and just start to direct your attention inward. As we rub the hands, keep just stretching your spine, just very gently, but intentionally. We want to have the spine nicely lengthened. All yoga, again, is very much focused on creating a healthy spine and a flexible spine. If the spine is flexible, you feel young, you feel vibrant because you are. So let's keep going, rubbing the hands, stimulating our brain, left and right hemispheres of the brain, working with the 5 elemental energies that are all in the hands: earth, fire, air, water, ether, and also working with the 7 star force energies that are also in our hands. Keep rubbing. Let's focus on the breath, in and out through the nose. Good. Now press it very firmly, about 5 pounds of pressure between the hands. So the elbows stretch out a little bit. And let your hands be right in the center of the chest. The backs of the thumbs rest right in the center of the chest. This is the 4th chakra, the chakra of the heart. Now just relax into this posture. Feel the energy from your hands flowing into the heart space, and the heart like a beautiful flower opening. Just opening to love. Relax your tummy, relax your face around the mouth and eyes, lifting the chest a little more. Relax and drop the shoulders down a little bit. Good. Now inhale, exhale through the mouth. Again. One more. Beautiful. Let's inhale and tune in. Om Namo Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Deep breath in and hold it. Squeeze the muscles along the spine, direct the energy upward. Exhale. Now feel that you have activated this Kundalini energy and she's spiraling up. All the chakras are starting to come online. Root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Let's connect all of this activated energy now through the connector of our arc line, which is your halo, right at your hairline. We'll feed all this energy to the external field of light, the auric field, and expand it even further into our radiant body, sending this message of unity, peace, of love. Let's send it in all directions. Inhale to begin. Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satigade name, Siddhigurudeve name, Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satigade name, Siddhigurudeve name, Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satigade name, Siddhigurudeve name. Inhale, holding your breath, squeezing your body, but expand your light. clear, bright, and radiant, all directions, all around you. Let's merge our lights together and beam to infinity and beyond. Good, and exhale. In gratitude to our light team, the ancestors, guides, angels, the sages, the rishis, the avatars, always present and always with us. Satnam. Okay, beautiful. Let's start on tabletop, which is preparation for cat-cow. So we'll come to all fours and just do a little gentle movement, and then we'll go into some breath work to prep ourselves for the Yoga Nidra.
'Cause I don't want my boat to be rocking.
Okay, let's go there. That's Hannah on the other side. It's all good. Okay, so when you're in this four-post position, open your fingers wide, all right? And put the weight of your hands out to the fingertips, out of the wrist, okay? And have them right underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart. And then the knees are hip width apart. And we want to have the tops of the feet on the floor and our heels touching. Now let's exhale and arch our back up and drop the head. And then inhale, arch the spine down and lift our head. Exhale deeply, arch up, head down. Inhale, arch down, head up. And keep going, just gently rocking back and forth in these two postures. Cat is when we arch up, cow is when we arch down. And as you continue to breathe through your nose, let the breath support this movement and the movement support your breath. Just feel how your navel point, when you inhale and arch down, the navel point pushes out. And when you exhale and arch up, feel the navel point pulling in towards the spine. So just be mindful of what this movement is creating with the breath, the spine, and the navel point. And go in your own pace. You can go quickly or slowly, something in between. Good, keep going. Good, now inhale, arching the spine down, lift the head up, hold the breath for a moment. Now exhale, breathe all the breath out, really pull the navel up to the spine. And then relax, come into neutral. Now from here, we'll start to come into a sequence of movements known as the moon salutation. So we'll start in this tabletop position, and then we'll come down, elbows are bent, chin to the floor, and we scoot down and push up. All right? So it's a very liquid movement. So we start here, and then we bend our elbows, keep them close, butt up in the air, and then slide the head and shoulders through the opening of the hands and push up. Now, exhale, curl your toes and push back into triangle pose. And stay here and breathe for a couple of moments. Feet are hip width apart. Press down through the heels. Keep the weight through the fingertips. Long, deep breath. Head is heavy. One more breath. Good. Now, Come down onto your knees and bring your right knee forward or your right foot forward and come into a lunge, and then inhale and bring your arms up overhead and look up. Hold here and breathe. Press down firmly through the right foot. Make sure your knee and your ankle are in alignment. Just hold here and breathe. Let the pelvis swing down and forward. Good. And then exhale, let's come down and bring your foot back and come back again into triangle pose. Breathing deeply. Look, let your head be heavy and look back towards your navel point. One more deep breath. Good. And then drop your knees and come back into tabletop. Take a couple of breaths here. Be aware of the navel point moving in and out with your breath. If you like, you can keep a gentle pelvic floor engagement. Lifting the sex organs, the pelvic floor, and the navel is just gently in and up, just slightly. Just keep some activity here. All right, we'll come down into our modification of chaturanga. So come down, exhaling, and then inhale, slide through. Exhale here, and inhale, push up. And exhale back into downward facing dog or triangle pose. Looking back at the navel point, breathing. One more deep breath. Good. And then coming down onto your knees again and bring your left foot forward. Both hands on either side of the left foot. And then inhale, coming up. The palms can either be forward or they can face each other, or you can stretch them up towards the sky. Whatever feels right. This is a very devotional posture, heart-opening posture. And really press through that left foot, the top of the right foot, letting the pelvis swing down and forward. Breathe. Eyes are open, gazing upward. Good. Inhale. Now exhale, come down and bring the left foot back. Come into tabletop for a moment and then exhale. Come into downward dog, triangle pose again. Looking towards the navel point, breathing. Good, and then dropping down onto your knees, coming into a four-post position, tabletop, and then sitting back onto your heels and stretch the arms forward, dropping the head down. If you need to create a little pillow with your arms, you can, resting your head on it, but keep your palms flat on the floor and breathe. If you like, you can offer our intention for our Nidra practice. May my mind be filled with auspicious thoughts. inhale coming up. And we'll sit in a comfortable position. Now we have these bolsters here, and I highly recommend you sit on the bolster. It elevates the hips nicely so the knees can drop down a little bit more. We'll place our hands on the knees, and we're just going to gently hold on to the knees, and we'll start a spiraling movement to the left, rotating the body with the primary focus of rotating to the lower part of the body. Just creating a gentle pressure at the base of the spine. Now let's close our eyes and let them roll gently up to the space between the brows. And begin to stimulate our third eye point. Just breathe with this movement. Okay, let's reverse our direction now, rotating to the right now. Let this be an unwinding of your day. Just did this beautiful series of salutation to the moon. The moon is this beautiful heavenly body we have above us that definitely has an influence on our emotional state of being. All right, let's come to the center. Take a real deep breath in and stretch your spine, elongating it upward and downward simultaneously. Hold your breath. And then exhale, relax. Now bring your hands to your shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs in back, elbows at shoulder height. And we'll inhale, twist left, exhale, twist right. Eyes continue to be at the third eye. Let's introduce mentally vibrating Sat and Nam. Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Inhale, center. Hold your breath. Now squeeze the rectum, lift your sex organs, pelvic floor, navel in and up. And relax down. Soften. Shoulder shrugs. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, really let them drop. Focus on releasing any tension in the shoulders and opening up the fifth chakra at the throat. Vibrating Sat, Nam at your throat center. Inhale, squeeze up. Hold your breath again. Squeeze that lower lock, rectum, sex organs, pelvic floor, navel in and up. Exhale, relax. Let's gently roll our head. Go in whatever direction you would like. Use your nose like a pencil and draw the circle in front of the face. Nice and smooth, slow and easy. Long, deep breathing. Continue to vibrate Sat and Nam with the breath. I am truth. Truth is my identity.
Nidra, Nidra, Nidra.
Next time the head goes down, let's go the other way and keep going.
Nidra, Nidra, Nidra. Nidra, Nidra, Nidra.
Good. And then inhale, deep breath in, hold the breath, squeeze that lower lock, lift up through the chest, apply the diaphragm to move up, and lift up through the crown and pull down through the tailbone. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And then relax. Good. Now put your hands in your lap. Your left hand is on the bottom, up, and then the back of the right hand rests in the left. And you're touching your thumb tips together, okay? We're going to mentally vibrate sa, ta, na, ma as we stroke the breath in, okay? And then we're going to powerfully exhale in one stroke out, waheguru. All is mental. We're doing the whole thing mentally, yeah? All through the nose. Yeah, it's all through the nose. And we want to really fill the lungs completely on those 4 strokes in, but don't strain. Just let it build, because we're going to be here for a minute or two doing this. And you want to focus your eyes here at the tip of the nose. You're going to have them barely open, looking at what's known as the lotus point. It locks the mind in place, so it's not wavering around. So you're mentally focused here, you're locked in, and you're mentally vibrating sa, ta, na, ma, with the stroking inward of the breath, and then one powerful stroke out, emptying the lungs. Waheguru. Let's try it. Here we go. Sa, ta, na, ma, waheguru. 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 Keep going. The hands are in the lap, just resting. Good, yeah. Just let your hands rest down in your lap, Rosie. Here we go. Just relax. Good. So we're not straining with this breath. It's very relaxed, smooth, but yet it's very powerful. Good. This is a yogic way of breathing known as pranayama. And we're stimulating our glandular system and our nervous system very intentionally to regulate our nervous system, build chronic vitality in our bodies, which is very healing, both of those, and breaking depression. And depression is a low energetic state. Let's keep going. Sa, ta, na, ma, waheguru. 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 Keep going. After your next exhalation, just come back to natural breath. Sit quietly. Stay in the posture. Just feel this integration flowing, starting to create a very fluid state. And we're going to stay in this posture, but we're going to do a subtle shift. We're going to point our thumbs forward. All right, you're going to stay in this exact same mudra, which is the position of the hands, but the thumb tips are pointing forward, connected. All right, we're going to keep the eyes on the tip of the nose. We're going to change up the vibrational sequence of the breath. We're going to stick with Satanama Waheguru, but we're going to do it like this. We're going to breathe in powerfully, 4 breaths as always. And then you're going to hold the breath while you mentally cycle 4 times that Shabad. Satanama, 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 and then 2 strokes out through the nose. Wahe Guru. So it's going to look like this, and I'll do it out loud for us so we have a nice rhythm to go with, and then I'll stop. But this is specifically to prep us for the Yoga Nidra. So this is what it looks like. So it's a complete filling of the lungs, cycling 4 times, and then powerfully emptying with the Wahe Guru. All right? So you ready? Go ahead, Rosie. We'll wait for you. Great. Yeah, you're welcome, of course. All right. I will start with the out loud, but you will go with that cycle of the breath. All right. So lock your eyes on the tip of the nose, please. Point your thumbs forward. So here we go. 4 strokes in. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold. Satanama, 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 satanama. 2 strokes out. Wahe, guru. Again. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe, guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe, guru. Keep going. Good. Keep going. Go at your own pace. This is known as Shabad Kriya. Very powerful breath practice to help relieve insomnia, PTSD, regulates the nervous system very effectively, balances prana and aponic energies, upward, downward energies in the body, and preps you for this Yoga Nidra practice of deep, restful sleep. This is the breath rhythm that we create when we're in a very deep, unconscious state of deep, restful sleep, which is very rejuvenating and healing. When we practice this breath practice regularly, we become better lovers, better fighters, better producers, highly creative. Keep going. Keep your spine lengthened, chest gently lifted, jaw and eyes, tummy relaxed, eyes locked on the tip of the nose. We have about 4, maybe 5 more minutes of this practice. Keep going. Take a break if you need to. No problem. This is your practice. But keep up. Focus deeply on the internal vibration of the sounds. Seed sounds. Sa, ta, na, ma. Infinite cycle of timeless creativity. Your infinite nature. Waheguru amplifies it all 1,000 times. This is a 22 cycle pattern breath, 22 cycle rhythm. 22 is a master number. The architect, the cosmic architect, Christ consciousness. This is a sound current for peace. Keep going. Just let it all flow. Create an awakened clarity for yourself. Last 2 minutes. Last 60 seconds. Concentrate a little bit more deeply. Relax a little bit more deeply. After your next exhalation, just relax. Sit quietly. You can release your hands from the mudra. Good. Take a breath in and exhale. All right, let's get into our Nidra nest. So you've got a lot of great things around you that you can use. And here's how I suggest you use them. So you can take the bolster and put it behind your knees. You're going to use these 2 gold pillows, put it behind your head. You have 2 blankets that are folded at the end of your mats. So I recommend to use both of them so you have a little weight on you. If you want to have your feet open and exposed, that's cool. If not, cover them up. Your body temperature will drop significantly, so you will get a little cool. The temperature in the sanctuary is really nice. It's very comfortable. So you also have 3 eye bags and tissues close by. So what you'll do with those 3 eye bags is you'll take the 1 eye bag with the tissue, and you'll fold the tissue and put it across your face, and then put the eye bag over the eyes, right? So it's heavy on the forehead, at the 3rd eye, and on the eyes. Then you're going to take the other 2 and put them in your open palms, because when you lie down, you're going to lie down in what's known as the classic corpse posture, the Shavasana. So your legs are a little apart, feet are just kind of flopped out to the side, your arms are out to your sides, palms up, and we'll go through a little bit of systematic relaxation so that you can just melt. And you'll also have time to make any adjustments as we go through that, settling in to this Nidra nest. All right? So take your time getting yourself just very relaxed, comfortable. So just allow yourself to feel all the meeting points of your body that are on the floor. And as you do that, you want to feel that your body is resting on the earth. So just take a scan and see if you need to create any adjustments at all, clothing or jewelry or just, whatever. Just feel that your body can be very, very still. This is a cosmic awareness practice, the journey of the corpse. We're going to be placing points of light very specifically on these marma points of the body. We're moving them from point to point to create a state of pratyahar, which is truly turning your attention inward. May my mind be filled with auspicious thoughts. Notice your body breathing and feel its weight on the earth. Notice how your body gets lighter on the inhale, heavier on the exhale. earth beneath you. Feel its strength, solidity, unconditional support. Remember that the earth can hold the full weight of your body and anything else you may be carrying. As you inhale, feel the earth rising up to hold you. As you exhale, feel the force of gravity and accept the invitation to release your full weight down, down, down into the earth. Inhale, feel the earth rising up to hold you. Exhale, feeling that force of gravity weighing you down, down, down. Become aware of the breath. Notice where you feel it moving. Let the breath rise and fall in your belly. With each breath in, feel how your body is refreshed and purified. With each breath out, feel yourself let go of all tension from both your body and your mind. Begin to count your breaths backwards from 20 to 0. Inhale 20, exhale 20. Inhale 19, exhale 19. Inhale 18, exhale 18. Inhale 17, exhale 17. Keep going. Let go more and more till both your body and your mind feel free at 0. If you miss a number, just start over again at 20. Now let go of counting. Scan through your body to release any remaining tension. Let's plant our sankalpa into this deep state of open relaxation. May my mind be a flow of beautiful and divine resolves, filled with auspicious thoughts. May my mind be a flow of beautiful and divine resolves, filled with auspicious thoughts. May my mind be a flow of beautiful and divine resolves, filled with auspicious thoughts. And so it is. Now bring awareness to the center point between your eyebrows and place a luminous, tiny, rose-colored star twinkling there. And at each point that follows, you are going to see or place a twinkling rose-colored star. Pit of the throat, right shoulder joint, right elbow joint, right wrist joint, right pinky finger, right ring finger, right middle finger, right index finger, right thumb, right wrist joint, right elbow joint, right shoulder joint, pit of the throat, left shoulder joint, left elbow joint, left wrist joint, left pinky finger, left ring finger, left middle finger, left index finger, left thumb, left wrist joint, left elbow joint, left shoulder joint, pit of the throat, center of the chest, right nipple, left nipple, center of the chest, navel center, base of the spine, right hip joint, middle of the right thigh, right knee joint, middle of the right calf, right ankle joint, right little toe, right fourth toe, right third toe, right second toe, right big toe, right ankle joint, middle of the right calf, right knee joint, middle of the right thigh, right hip joint, base of the spine, left hip joint, middle of the left thigh, left knee joint, middle of the left calf, left ankle joint, left little toe, left fourth toe, left third toe, left second toe, left big toe, left ankle joint, middle of the left calf, left knee joint, middle of the left thigh, left hip joint, base of the spine, navel center, center of the chest, right nipple, left nipple, center of the chest, base of the throat, center of the chest, third eye center. Now see a constellation of twinkling rose-colored stars in your body. See a constellation to the right and to the left of your body. Sense a galaxy of stars above your body. Sense a galaxy of stars below your body. Feel your whole body floating in a sea of starlight. Your body is filled with this light. Let your awareness rest at your heart. Sense that the heart is filled with a sea of liquid diamonds. rest in cosmic awareness. Remember you have a body. Remember your sankalpa. May my mind be a flow of beautiful and divine resolves, filled with auspicious thoughts. May my mind be a flow of beautiful and divine resolves, filled with auspicious thoughts. May my mind be a flow of beautiful and divine resolves, filled with auspicious thoughts. Now silently cognizant where you are in space and time. I am on planet Earth, in the country of the United States of America, in the state of Nevada, in the town of Las Vegas, in this room at the Kundalini Sanctuary. Deepen your breath. Begin to move your body in any way that feels intuitive. Maybe doing some nice long stretches, folding your knees into your chest. Just simply create this movement to welcome yourself back. And when you're ready, I invite you to roll to your right side. Taking your time. And we are all householders as these practitioners of yoga. Householders essentially is we're not nuns or monks or living in aesthetic situations. We have normal lives, however that looks for you. We're householders. So here's a householder's prayer. It's quite lovely. The altar is in my heart. The sun and the moon are my gurus. I trust the earth to support me. Each time I close my eyes, I enter the void. My heart is the portal to my sacred cave. I whisper the names of the divine as I prepare my meals. I notice the flow of my beloved's breath as they fall asleep, and I synchronize my breath to the flow of love. I place a blessing in the pause between the breaths. I hold the power to create a new reality with every thought. I honor silence as a blessing. I explore who I am and who I am not in the mirror of relationship. I question my beliefs with curiosity and courage. I honor my ancestors. I lay down all self-doubt with compassion and forgiveness. I remember the light of my soul as I enter the dream state. I recall the beauty of truth as I transition from sleep to waking. I know the vibration of truth. I remember that nothing is mundane. I honor the power of the transition as a portal to transformation. Everything is an offering. My life is a sacred ritual. That's by Tracy Stanley. When you're ready, just push yourself up into a sitting position. Taking your time. And so as we close our time today, I'd like to create a self-inquiry for you to take take with you. Obviously, you're taking this experience with you because this is because of all the gong and the sacred sound that we create. You've got about a 72-hour process with all of this, truly. But I would like to offer a self-inquiry. What is one thing that you can do every day to remind yourself to be present, compassionate, and courageous as you face life's challenges? Just one thing. Just a little self-inquiry for you to take with you. Let's bring our hands in prayer mudra, please, and bless ourselves and bless our loved ones, our family, our friends, our pets. Blessing all beings on this blue planet, our beautiful blue planet herself, Gaia, our true mother, and all beings beyond this planet. And we'll offer this prayer, this blessing. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. One long Satnam. Sat Nam. Go in beauty, peace be with you. Until we meet again in the light of our hearts, and may peace reign on earth. Sat Nam. Yeah, so we're going to serve you yogi tea, and we encourage you to have 2 cups of yogi tea. So when Jen is passing them out, just go back in the kitchen and help yourself to another one because we have plenty. And we also have some really yummy apples. They're super good. Cosmic Crisp apples. They're so good. So help yourself to those. I get a different cup. Lovely. Grazie. Satnam. This weekend, I am going to be presenting at the Zion Yoga Festival. So if you want to get away for the day, we're going to Jen and I are doing a turnaround. We're going to drive up to Springdale Saturday morning and participate in this Zion Yoga Festival, which is right in the heart of Springdale. So I'm presenting at 1:30. It's just a short presentation, but I'm teaching 1:30 to 2:45 and elevate into the love frequency. So I'll be in a little tent on the grass. It's lovely, right under the 3 Marys in the West Temple. It's fantastic. But it's a 4-day festival. It started today. And this is the first time they've done it in Springdale. Last year they did it in Hilldale, which was an interesting environment to be in. It's on the other side of the mesa. It's right by Colorado City. It's that very unique area of the polygamist community. But the Hilldale community is one that was, it still is, it's still intact. The government of that community is women run. It's very interesting. They pick the husbands. Very interesting. Yeah, they pick the husband. No, it's not multiple husbands. They pick the one husband. Yeah, but they're very. Oh yeah, it's the FLDS, the Fundamental Latter-day Saints. Mm-hmm. Well, the majority of it is, but this particular community isn't. So interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. So anyway, we were there. It was gorgeous, the setting. But they were able somehow to finagle be in Springdale this time, which I think is a much better location, a lot more traffic probably. So there's also going to be a lot of other people presenting, obviously, just a little microcosm in the midst of this.
So is this mostly for yoga practitioners?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of. You can look at it in the email that I sent you. Actually, I didn't send it yet. It's coming tomorrow morning, so you'll have it. And Melissa, you'll start getting my emails now. But yeah, the link to the festival is in there, and you'll see the schedule. It's a big array of stuff that they're offering. Yeah. So.
I mean, those lines just
Yeah. So you go straight up. You go straight up to 15, and you exit the. Yeah, well, it's
No, that's
it's
good.
you go through the gorge, and then you're in Utah, right? And then you go about another 15 minutes, and you exit at the
Oh,
hurricane exit. You go east, and you go towards Zion,
yeah.
and then State Road 9, and then it's a gorgeous drive,
I love it.
stunning. It's stunning. Yeah, it takes us probably right under 2 hours to get there. It's an easy drive, super easy. Yeah, super easy. So yeah, we'll go up on Saturday morning and do our thing. Yeah, cheers. We're gonna do summer solstice there too, in Springdale, but in a different location. We have that planned too. So we have that on the calendar. That's on June the 20th. Take your time to integrate. It takes a minute to get back in the body, so don't rush out, please, because driving is a little hazardous right now. Are you working now, Rosie? Did you move into your position yet? That's what I thought. Mm. Oh, yes, the old early voting. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's amazing that you do that. Yeah, we mailed ours in. Yep. To do that? Yeah. I like going in for the big deal vote. I like going in. I do like to do that. I don't know. It just feels good to punch the buttons. Yeah, and then you get a sticker. That's right, the old school way. Yeah, I've got to fill. Omar just filled his out. I got to fill mine out, mail it in. Maybe I'll do that tonight. How are we feeling? That's very common. Yeah, things are settling. You're fluid. You're in a fluid state. Things are resettling and recalibrating. Yeah, I love this practice. I've Yay! Yeah, and this is a very unique practice, this yoga nidra. So the other Kundalini classes that we offer around the moon cycles are often quite different. But I do a lot of sound in every class because I think sound is medicine. It's very important. Very important. The new moon, right?
Yes, Moon and Gemini. And then the following Thursday, we're festival.
Yes.
And we've got Scion Spring, we've got Summer Solstice.
Yes.
Do that in class after that. Wow.
June is full of events. Yeah.
That's how March was. March was like that on some days.
Yeah, we're moving into Gemini season. Very intellectual. I love that. What are some other traits of Gemini, Jen?
Depends on.
That's all right. Depends on what.
If you're gonna go for a stereotype, because.
Hell no, no stereotypes. Everything's welcome here, but let's not go to the stereotype.
The stereotype is the two-faced, but I deeply disagree. I think that they're very known for.
My son is not two-faced. He's super loyal.
Yeah. My sister.
So is my daughter and my stepdaughter too. Same thing. Very loyal.
I think it's because they're very adaptable. They adapt to their environments incredibly well. And a lot of people assume that they are lying about who they are because they do interchange themselves likely to communicate with new groups of people. So if we were to have Gemini in space, they're gonna chit chat with us a little differently than they would at work, where you'll find a lot of other signs of
Is it
very
my
rigid
moon again,
behaviors. I believe so.
Yeah.
And you're rising to Pisces?
Yeah. Virgo sun.
Yes. Yeah. They're very known for getting bored easily. They're very intellectual.
Yes.
Makes sense why they're bored easily.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a whole thing on when we meet next Thursday on using intuitive intelligence. And how to communicate more effectively in that realm. You've got a prosperity practice, I gave you one.
Yeah.
Start doing it. Yeah. You still have that information?
That's the first time we met.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me know if you need a refresh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We got a new crystal. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we have reloaded our crystal cabinet. We have some amazing crystals that came into the space yesterday.
Just take a peek. There's